Hello and welcome back to Eternal Darkness Sanity's Requiem, where today I have learned that here on the title screen, the start game and options have sounds associated with them when you hover over them. But as far as I can tell, load game does not have any sound associated with it. So we got this like for start game and for options, but load game's got nothing. But load game is what we're doing. The darkness comes. Alright, so when last we left off, we had just finished playing as Alex's forebear, Maximilian, and learned more spells and stuff, and also that this mansion is built atop an ancient city. But among the spells we learned is Reveal Invisible, or whatever it was called. And so, we've got some invisible to go reveal. Ah, that would explain why we were hearing pounding on the walls. We are not fully sane right now. I mean, I knew that from the tilted camera, but... So there's definitely some invisible to reveal here. And if we cast it in red, it beats green. I guess that's not invisible to reveal, that's a barrier to dispel. Okay, maybe I need to cast a different flavor of Reveal Invisible here. What about blue flavor? Blue flavor ain't doing nothing. Green flavor. Okay, apparently this isn't invisible to reveal. I guess that makes sense because it's actually quite visible. What does damage field do? Right, damage field makes it so that things can't approach me. So there's got to be some invisible to reveal somewhere, right? Hey there, Outlander. Okay, too dark to see anything in there. Oh, right, there was the dresser that we've got a key for. That one had invisible to reveal. Okay, so we need red flavor to reveal invisible because that's got the Xelatoth runes and red beats Xelatoth. There we go, we got a keyhole. A keyhole for this key that we've had since Chapter 1. And now we have a revolver to use all those revolver bullets we've got. Inside is a chrome-finished revolver and a tattered page from the Tome of Eternal Darkness. Should Alex retrieve these items? Yes. The answer is almost always yes.
Your Guardians have located the heart of Mantarok.
Yes, located within its grave, as we suspected.
It shall be retrieved at once.
Be wary. The power of Mantarok lingers still, corroding the universe around its tomb. It will doubtlessly be guarded after these 7 centuries. The beast has not been contained.
I can assure you that my binding of Mantarok, fueled by your very own power, will be enough.
It is not your sorcery that we doubt, Augustus, but the power of the dead god. How can you, a mere mortal, comprehend what that entity represents, or what power it can wield?
We know not.
And we know more than thou.
Your future depends on me, Majesty. Without me to open the gates...
Yes, yes. Be quick, lest our power and our faith in you wanes to oblivion. It will never happen. I have seen differently.
Well then. So we are in a chapter with a number, one assumes. Actually, we can find out what chapters we've done. Wow, this scroll's really slow. Okay, we've done chapter 5, which means we're in chapter 6 now. Okay. And, by the way, Mantarok's heart is in his tomb or grave or whatever. Like, you know, usually when you're looking for somebody's heart, you look inside the somebody, so it makes sense. But they're acting like it's some big reveal. But, yeah, this being chapter 6, there is a rune that I can get that requires a lot of backtracking, but
the influence was incredible. From all walks of life to all parts of the world.
But is missable.
Their tendrils crept and wrought their insidious damage. Their prisons decayed constantly as their guardians' work continued. I discovered mention of a breakthrough in satellite radar imaging that revealed the presence of a hitherto unknown temple mound in the Angkor Thom region of Cambodia. An archaeologist of some repute, Dr. Edwin Lindsay, took it upon himself to investigate the area, to reveal the secrets of history. Unfortunately, the local government at the time thought differently, requiring that Lindsay find other means into the country and to finance the expedition. He found these in Paul Augustine, a collector of rare items who professed an interest in the discovery and agreed to help. After a dysentery-riddled 2-week venture, Lindsay and Augustine located the remains of an ancient city temple dating back to the 12th century.
Yes, this is it. It has to be. I hadn't expected the information to pan out, but here it is. The satellite data was correct.
For years, I have searched for it without success. Here, all along, clouded from us beneath the great ancient's insidious magic. I am very pleased with your performance, Dr. Lindsay. Very pleased. In fact, so pleased that I will give you an early bonus.
My God!
You are a scholar, Dr. Lindsay, not a warrior. In that regard, I have several centuries more experience than you. Don't be a fool. Die quietly. And you will not suffer. You cannot escape me, Lindsay. This place will be your tomb, just as it is Mantarok's. Guardians of Zelikoth, kill him!
So, hang on a sec here. This is a place that Pius Augustus has already visited before. Yet, he needed someone to lead him here. And he's going to kill that someone that has led him to a place he's already been. Like, I don't understand. Am I even hitting this thing? Like, my targeting is saying, yep, you're targeting it. But it's not showing... Okay. Seems we can't harm it unless the wings are open. And where did Augustus go? Oh, I missed out on examining because I had to reload. A statue of a seated goddess, where her neck and wrists should bear jewelry. There are merely worn grooves and flecks of bronze dust. Had they been stolen by grave robbers? So, do I leave? Nope. Lindsay has no intention of leaving the temple yet. He's determined to get to the artifact before Augustine does. No one crosses Edwin Lindsay. Those birds get real loud when you get out there. I wasn't trying to cast spells, I was trying to open the menu. It's not the Y button in this game. What all do we have? Okay. How about a torch? Will a torch help us? Because, like... Wait. My controller rumbles when I step around here somewhere. Brusha, brusha, brusha. A bronze bracelet has been discovered under the dust covering the floor. Well, I know exactly where to put a bronze bracelet. That bracelet doesn't seem very secure there. Oh, we're being taken to the book dimension. Hey, these statues aren't getting filled in order anymore. Yep, that sure is the book. now I should be allowed to save. Which I'm only doing because I forgot what year this is. Ah, 1983. Pretty recent. The most recent we've had so far. No, I'm not trying to cast spells. So many games use the Y button for menus, and this game uses it for quick spells. Okay, that's already the way it's supposed to be. Avoiding pressure plates. Oh, there's also trappers. The trapper can activate the pressure plate. Ow. Okay, so yeah, as I was saying earlier, there is a metal bracelet. Might as well grab that. There's a rune that we can get in this chapter that is only gettable in this chapter. And it's entirely optional, what with being missable, but... Okay, so... Not a case of... burn cobwebs. We gotta brush a brush of cobwebs. Tier? Summon. So we're getting a summon rune in this chapter. Neat. Oh, it's one of them. And it's got a spell happening or something. You know, this looks like a decent target for a shotgun. Ah! Well, might as well grab this here bronze necklace. And this time, we'll actually get to see what happens when we put it on. The statue. Excuse me, I am trying to get behind you. Can I dispel that damage field? I can cast a damage field of my own. But I don't believe I can dispel one. If I enchant my shotgun with red... Does that allow it to pierce this damage field? Nope. I'm just wasting bullets. Thankfully, I've got a bunch. Probably more than I'll need for the entire chapter, but... What I want to do is just dispel that damage field. But I don't think casting my own would dispel it, and Reveal Invisible would also not dispel it, so I guess this is a come back later type of deal. So this here lady likes bronze, so we will give her bronze. A stone statue of a Naga, a snake-headed demon, stands guard in the corner of the room. A raised platform stands before it with a bracelet on it. Should Lindsay pick up the bracelet? Why not? Ah. A stone statue of a snake-headed Naga with its fanged mouths opened, dripping venom. A raised platform stands before it, demanding sacrifice. Well, how about you just take this metal bracelet? Because clearly metal is less valuable than silver. Ow, ow. Triggering all the pressure plates here because I just couldn't see them. Might be easier if I had my torch out. Dispel! Like, it's cool that we got a codex for a Dispel rune, but I need the Dispel rune itself. That looks like it's probably a Dispel rune. Let's finish this guy before he gets back up. We've seen these punts get back up before. Give me a rune. Dispel area. Oh boy, I've learned spell 5. Don't mind me just activating every trap. Bet this is going to teach me how to dispel. Yep. Oh, this is a thing. So we need to give her the silver jewelry. Dispel magic, red flavor. Shotgun. Actually, you know what? We're fine. I do not need to restore my sanity at this point. We can have more fun without it. I wish I could reload without emptying my gun, though. Yeah, there's no way to reload without firing the last shot. That is annoying. Could stand to recover. Here, have a silver necklace. And a silver bracelet, too. That's not where bracelets go. It's very dark in here. Ah, right. The green zombies are weak to fire. So what rune did I just find? I found question mark. I love question mark. Open up. Something tells me finishing them with a shotgun is a waste of ammunition. Ow, ow. Tried to run just to go faster. Ended up losing a lot of health because of it. Well, this looks like it should be doing something else. A statue of carved granite depicting a ceremonial temple guard. It appears to be keeping watch on the seated goddess in the corner of the room. A statue of an unknown goddess, seated in a classical pose. She appears to be carrying something valuable. Can I, like, make you look somewhere else so that I can grab the valuable thing? Uh-oh. Do you not like when people step on pressure plates? Yeah, you don't like when people step on pressure plates, huh? Okay, so that was a case of just go fast instead of leave a thing on the pressure plate. Got it. Okay, so this is an unavoidable pressure plate by the looks of it. I don't believe I wish to go in there. I believe I should go the other way instead of triggering the poison gas pressure plate at the start of a room. Oh, this is pressure plates galore. Oops.
I can't. No, don't let him. Don't let him get me. Oh, help me.
Okay, so we're muttering with insanity now. Oh, the ceiling's bleeding. here we need to dispel red, or dispel with blue flavor. So, something that I feel should be mentioned at some point. Last time, with all the PC restarting itself issues, it occurred to me that I had also gotten a blue screen while I was playing WarioWare Twisted, which was the first game that I had played after upgrading OBS to the most recent version. And it made me think, hey, maybe my issues are like, there's a memory leak or something with OBS, and maybe things have gone wrong, and maybe reinstalling OBS can fix it. Well, I don't know if reinstalling OBS has fixed anything, but I did do that. Because it was happening pretty much after 1 hour of streaming every time.
Don't let him get me. Help me.
So, like, yeah, it seemed likely.
Remember me, Alex?
Oh.
How can I forget you, Grandpa? You've always meant the most to me. Ever since my parents died.
Yes. Ever since they were killed, you've been my little girl. Yes. My little girl.
Well, that sounded sinister.
Be happening.
But yeah, so I reinstalled OBS in hopes that it would prevent any issues. We'll see if anything happens when we hit the 1 hour mark of streaming. I have had OBS open and running for over an hour at this point, so hopefully we're doing good. Oh, got another. Stupid barrier. Barrier's just awkwardly placed. Wait, what color was it? It's green, which means we need to cast red flavor dispel. And of course it had to take just a moment too long. Now, unfortunately, after reinstalling OBS, I did get another system self-reboot while playing a game. Not even a very demanding one, which was concerning. And yet, I've been able to go literal hours playing FF14 without any issues. So, I just have no idea what's causing my troubles or how to fix them. But, I checked the Windows crash log or whatever it's called after the blue screen while playing a different game, and it seemed to suggest a potential issue with graphics drivers. So I did a DDU to uninstall the drivers completely and reinstalled them after that. And I haven't had any issues since, but then again, I haven't done anything that has caused an issue for long enough that the issue would have cropped up. So, who knows whether anything is fixed. And now we need green flavor to spell. So now that's open. I really need to be better about just keeping my HP full. Because magic recovers over time. There's a small basin or font situated beneath the statue. Beside that, an orb-shaped button sits on a panel of stone. Should Lindsay push the button? Yes. It will probably make water happen. And I bet we can use the water. Oh, the water smells like a strong acid. Perhaps strong enough to dissolve metal or flesh if Lindsay isn't careful. Well, we've got this necklace encrusted with cysts of corroded metal upon its surface. And I guess I gotta push the button again. Because it drains pretty quick. Hey, look, it's a gold necklace. Thankfully, gold doesn't count as metal for this corrosive acid's purposes.
No, don't let him get me. Oh, help me.
Lindsay clearly does not want to be got. Oh, this is the thing. Ah. We need to come back here once we've got the summon rune. And that's how we get the fancy rune that can only be gotten in this chapter. Gotta get the summon rune first. Now we're back in here. We need to get back to where the statue that wanted things was. Because now we've got the things it wants. Nope, this is the way back. We don't want to go back. We just want to go this way and find the statue. Ow. Ow. Hey, only 2 hits for just running full tilt. Not the worst. So is it in here where the statue was? Or was it... Is it the statue that the other statue was looking at? I can examine this. Don't know why.
I can't. No. Don't let him get me. Oh, help me.
Ah, here. Here, have a gold necklace. Here, have a gold bracelet. So we must remember to backtrack once we have our summon rune. Which may take actually quite a bit of backtracking. Okay, these red boys don't really care much about my torch. But apparently a shotgun is the first weapon we've found that can actually hit multiple targets in one go. Let's finish this guy before he comes back. Oh, is this our first time seeing a red three-headed guy? Game, can you please target the big fella? He's kind of the bigger threat here. Sounds like there's another big guy down there. Or not. Oh boy, I love me some unavoidable pressure plates. Ow.
I can't. No, don't let him. Don't let him get me. Oh, help me.
Trying to sneak around the pressure plate there. Had me walk directly into the trap because I triggered it basically while I was in range. Ow. Seems these traps have a one hit limit. Like, they hit you once and then they deactivate. Which I guess makes them very energy efficient traps. Let's get a little bit of sanity back. I like hovering around 50%. We're getting hardly anything back from these guys. But whatever, we're making sure they stay gone. Hey, we're learning what that rune is. Creature. Ah, the ceiling's bleeding again. The eroded mural appears to depict the arrival of a strange godlike entity before an ancient human tribe. Lindsay cannot recognize the god in the mural. He is mystified. Well, I guess time to go this way. It's dark. Right. I need to keep my health filled. Because again, magic regenerates over time. Health does not. Nor does sanity, so actually...
Don't let him. Don't let him get me. Oh,
if I wanted to be fully okay, I would recover both my health and sanity at all times, but losing some sanity makes the game more fun because it lets it be more unique. This looks like a blue zombie. Ceiling's bleeding again. Somebody needs to get this ceiling some medical attention. We've got plenty of pistol ammo. And apparently the pistol hits things in a line. Also, apparently the pistol is weak as hell. Get off me. A dilapidated mural depicts the ancient Khmer people coexisting with some kind of fertility god. They offer sacrifice to the beast, and in return are showered with benevolence, good crops, and hunting. Lindsay, they're not out to get you. You can stop raving. What's all this on the floor? Shotgun shells? This can't be real.
This isn't really happening.
I knew it. And things like that are why it's fun to lose sanity in this game. Because the game starts messing with you. And like, yeah, it wastes your time. But at least it does it in interesting ways. What rune was that? Summon. Okay. So now we can summon creature. Which means we can go back and get the rune that is unavailable in future chapters. So, back I go then. Bit of an annoying backtrack to get what is an optional rune, but it's a rune, dang it. No. Oh no, my controller! That's a fun prank. Walk into a room surrounded by enemies, and the game says, "Oh no, your controller's disconnected." You just have to watch as they kill you, and then learn that actually no, it was all a trick. Ah, I see. We have loaded into the ceiling of this room. Not a whole lot we can do up here, really.
This isn't really happening.
Okay, actually, I think it's this way to get to the spot we want to be. And then right through here should be it. Yeah, okay. So now, let's do blue flavored summon creature. Ceiling's bleeding again. So, this here trapper that we are now controlling, go through here. Looks like blue was the right flavor, I guess. And what happens if we step on the button? Well, would you look at that? But also there's a cobweb over here, which implies that we should be able to get in here as Lindsay. Okay, I guess those weren't close enough to trap, huh? Still, we got the rune. Ah. This big fella's down. I don't want to be taking health damage when I should be taking sanity damage, so let's just go ahead and get a little sanity back. And let's get a little health too. Just a quick little brusha. And now let's grab the codex for that rune. It's the Mantarok alignment rune. My controls got reversed for a moment. But now we're fine. And now we can continue forward. Because we have gotten the optional rune. Oh no! The game's been muted.
Isn't really happening.
There are a few sanity effects that rely on similarity to the on-screen stuff from TVs of the time. Like that mute. Some TVs, it would look exactly correct. Modern TVs, not so much. There are still quite a few sanity effects that we just haven't seen yet. Like, they got really creative with a lot of them, and they came up with a lot of them. It's actually kind of impressive how many different, interesting sanity effects there are in this game. Thankfully, gas doesn't know how to go through doors. Now we're back in here. A damaged engraving on the wall depicts a skeletal demon befriending the ancient Khmer people. To Lindsay's eyes, the demon looks exactly like Paul Augustine's undisguised self. Unavoidable pressure plate. What did it do? It makes 3 unavoidable pressure plates in this hallway so far. 4. These guys are blue. They don't care that much about... Oh no, I have no items!
This isn't really happening.
Blue guys don't really care about my fire. Lindsay, find apostrophe S's this mural frighteningly familiar. It is the scene he saw in the Tome of Eternal Darkness. The fertility god must be Mantarok, and this temple must be its tomb. Shame I wasn't trying to look at that. I was trying to finish him. Again, not trying to look at that. Trying to finish him. We'll take a look at the mural later when I've got my torch out. And it seems this room has now been rendered safe. Yep, that sure is just a depiction of Mantarok's place. And hey, look, there's Augustus. Hey, we've crossed the 1 hour streaming without blue screening line.
The power of Mantarok is not easily controlled.
What makes you think I want to control it?
Arrogant man. Kill him! Make sure you succeed this time. The darkness shall prevail.
Okay, Mantarok, if you want me to go back there, I will.
Do not touch the heart, flesh and bone, lest you become like me, a dead, rotted husk. I have waited many centuries for you. It was not easy hiding from the Dark Ones as they searched for me. At first they passed by, not thinking that the heart was inside my dead body. But I was forced to find refuge here. You must seal the heart so it never contacts your flesh, and take it to the gathering of light. Take the heart there, or the world shall fall under a reign of eternal darkness. The veil of reality can only be pulled back so far, mortal. Take your stand and fight the darkness.
You, didn't bother to ask if he had a container to put it in so that he wouldn't have to touch it, but I guess he did. Not even gonna conceal what it is. Wow, you're, not even trying to be subtle about it, huh? And here we are in space. For just a second. Well, we know where to find the thing, but we've been told not to touch it, so I probably shouldn't touch it. But I'm gonna look at it. Did I just see a book go flying? Oh, someone's walking through the halls. Ah, yes, that was indeed a flying book. I guess they do that when you're not sane enough. The Demon and the Chimera. Alex discovers a pulp novel written by one Dr. Edwin Lindsay amongst the books on the shelf. This is where the Tome of Eternal Darkness indicated that something of value was hidden behind this book. Should Alex look behind the book? Aw, gee, it's still there. Probably leave it. With the book removed, a secret cache is revealed. Inside is the heart of Mantarok, encased in glass to protect the world from its corrosive energies. Should Alex claim the heart of Mantarok? Honestly, she probably shouldn't, but I guess I'm supposed to. I thought it was the heart, not the essence. Yeah, let's just go ahead and drop a save, because we probably should. So, what else can I do now? I've learned how to summon things. I can summon trappers. And I can dispel magic. I can dispel magic! That's the thing. Dispel magic, red flavor. Is that just floating there? As the magical window fades away, the piece of parchment that the maiden was holding is left behind, floating in midair. It appears to be a chapter page. Heresy! Oh. Oh, that certainly is a spidery thing he summoned.
I am not your food today. I am your master. Your task is to guard the artifact before you. Let no one touch it.
Well then. Let's see what heresy's all about.
In Europe, during the time of the Inquisition, paranoia and corruption ran deep. With the fear of devilry running rampant, the ancients' corruption extended far beyond mortal knowledge, corrupting all that could be corrupted. My researches uncovered an interesting incident. A Franciscan monk named Paul Luther was traveling through the region of Amiens during the witch hunts of the Inquisition. Now, under martial law, the Inquisition prevented anyone from leaving the town and its nearby cathedral, for everyone was suspect.
Welcome to Oublier Cathedral, Brother Luther. I'm glad that our sacred order can bestow hospitality on our Franciscan brethren.
I shall not impose, Excellency. I merely request lodging and a viewing of the sacred relic, the Hand of Jude.
Many have traveled far and even risked their lives for a glimpse of the hallowed relic's true splendor. Of course, it would be wise to keep quiet during your stay. The Inquisition is here for a reason, brother. We seek to purge the deviancy from this town.
I am sure that will not be a problem. Amiens appears to be a peaceful hamlet.
It appears to be, but deviancy is secreted in the most deceptive places, which I believe is the case with Amiens.
Then I wish you luck in your search.
The Inquisition does not need luck, Brother Luther. Faith and purity are our guides.
So this here is the chapter that I had trouble getting past on my original copy of the game because the disc was scratched. We shall see if this disc fares better. Got a meditation rod. What's that do? Ah, lets you regain some lost sanity. I'll use it only in emergencies. Kind of wish that we had something to say about these stained glass images, but they certainly exist. Okay, so there's a bell up here. That sure is a bell. Suppose this is where we must go. Well, that's not ideal.
God! Help! Come quickly! A murder! A murder most foul! What heresy is this?
I found him lying here, dead. I called the guards.
Ah. Is this our first suspect? Make sure no one touches the body. It must be examined for signs of devilry. As for this man, make sure he doesn't leave the cathedral. We will question him later.
But...
Hold your tongue, Franciscan, or it might bring my wrath upon thee. Who is to say that you did not commit this murder? If you trust in the Almighty, and you are indeed innocent, then you will have nothing to fear.
Alright. Oh, hey, there's a green thing. The painting captures Paul's attention. A small emerald disguised as part of the painting glints in the candlelight, as though it has some value beyond being a precious gem. Should Paul try to retrieve the emerald? Why not? Accused of murder? Why not add theft?
Are you here to pass sentence on me?
No. I'm here to free you. You are in incredible danger. This cathedral used to be a place of peace. Now many strange things happen here. I don't want you to end up like the others.
What do you mean?
The body you found was Brother Andrew, and he was killed to protect a secret. We can't talk about it here. Find me in the bell tower later, and I shall aid thee further.
Why are you releasing me?
I don't want to see another innocent die like your Franciscan brethren. I have seen Brother Andrew make numerous entries into his journal. This may contain the answers to the cathedral's dark secrets.
What can I do?
If I were you, I'd run.
They will surely hunt me if I run. This has to stop.
Then be it on your own head, Luther. Find Brother Andrew's journals if you can. He spent time in the old tower investigating. I believe I can find the key to the old tower in one of my stores. Later, come find me in the bell tower, and I will give it to you. Be swift. We can't evade them forever.
Alright. Well, that sure is visible. A somber portrait of a monk stares icily from the wall. Something about those grim, staring eyes sparks doubt and suspicion in Paul. Is this the face of a holy man? Can I, like, take the candelabra or something? I want a portable light source. So that I can see details like the face of that monk. Uh-oh, we're going to the book dimension. Wait a sec, where's... Where's, the guy we played as in the last chapter? And we've got Kareem here, yeah. But Lindsay isn't here. Is it because Lindsay hasn't died? Well, let's take the book from the book dimension. Surely this holy man has no reason not to. Now, we were told to find him in the bell tower later. But right now is later, right? Uh-oh. We got a Zamboni. And nothing to fight it with other than our fists! We can't finish him with our fists. Well, we're in the bell tower. Paul is nervous about ringing the bell, fearing his own capture. It is the custodian's task to ring the bell at appropriate times. Perhaps he will be by later to ring it. Should Paul ring the bell anyway? Why not? Hey man, you find the thing?
Ah, Brother Luther, not a moment too soon. As you have noticed, dread things inhabit this place. Shambling corpses, and worse.
There is darkness at work here, in the midst of the Inquisition.
I suspect it is worse than that, but I have no proof. Brother Andrew knew this also, and paid the price for it.
Why are you telling me this?
Perhaps you can finish off what Andrew started. Take this key. It unlocks the old tower. It has been sealed off since the Inquisition arrived.
I intend to uncover the truth behind this.
If you manage to uncover the source of darkness, return here, and I will do everything I can to help. Till then, brother, may your faith protect you.
I'm pretty sure that cutscene is where my old disc had its issues and would repeatedly freeze, so I think we're in the clear. Oh, this is here. So, where's the old tower to which we have a key? Probably over there, maybe? Oh, there's a thing here. So we're gonna get a crossbow. The cathedral's tabernacle is fashioned from aged, varnished mahogany. Its doors are closed, and there doesn't appear to be any way of opening them manually. The altar is bereft of holy adornment. No crucifix, no Bible, no sacrament of any kind. Paul is disturbed by this sight. What faith does the order practice? Oh, and what's down here? More crossbow bolts, that's what. And a book. Reliquaries. The desk bears a leather-bound book. This is the forgeries of the reliquaries, dating back to the late 13th century. Exquisitely illuminated and bound with hard leather, it reads, "Doubtless many obscure orders requiring more income than can be generated from the tithe resorted to forging ancient relics to bring people from outside their region to their diocese, and thus become more lucrative. While it could be said that a false hope is still hope, relics such as Cuthbert's jawbone, the Hand of Jude, and the infamous thigh-bone flute of Connaught, while being forgeries, deceive the righteous unjustly. Their existence as true relics is the utmost heresy." So, Luther, sounds like you were deceived before you even came here. This Spartan bed shows how the Order treats its visitors. There is no sign of the Order's own quarters, and this chills Paul to the bone. The only man that doesn't need a bed is a dead one. Near the organ, a steel mace is mounted on the back wall by means of a display armature. Oh good, this isn't the type of mace where we need to put something in its place, huh? Well, we now officially have a weapon. And also more crossbow bolts. Surely, we will find a crossbow eventually. Is that a trap right here? It is. Shame I can't harm it. Oh, stepped on one. Go purple. Nope, looks like it just wants to stay blue, huh? Wine cask used for maturing wine. The wine inside this one must be very strong, for it seeps through the cask, filling the air with a heady aroma. So these are all just really strong wine, huh? I wish I could actually harm a trapper with a melee weapon. Oh, we got some more zombies for this one. Red ones, no less. Red zombies are the worst! Because they are the meatiest. So what were these trappers here to protect, other than just wine? Ah. Knocking on this cask results in a hollow thud. It is empty. But why, when all the others are full of maturing wine? Should Paul turn the barrel's spigot? Why not? Well then. Uh-oh. I don't want to fight that with just a mace. But I guess I gotta. Luther does not have a whole lot of health. I found a sapphire. That'll go nicely with my emerald, I assume. This pedestal has 3 small indentations adorning its top, arranged in a circular formation. Each socket appears to be waiting for something. Okay, so that's where to put the sapphire and emerald. I guess I need a ruby first. Who knew that this was a Pokemon stream all along? But I guess I should, actually go make my way to the old tower, because I bet we'll find a ruby there. Ooh, a treasure chest. A heavy wooden chest sits against the room's wall. It appears to be old and worn. Should Paul open the chest? Yeah, I don't think there are mimics in this game, so... Oh, hey, look. That would have been nice to have earlier. The rack carries robes and cloaks for ceremonial use. As Paul draws the robes back, something tumbles from inside. The podium key. Well, that's certainly an interesting painting to have in a church. The woodcut shows an act of blasphemy. A host of demons prey upon humans like they were playthings, disemboweled by mocking demons, eaten or tortured by other carnal, deviant acts. Yeah, that's a really weird thing to have on display in a church. So, this is the tabernacle. And I don't think the podium key goes here, because it's not a podium. Oh no, a bone thief! Thieving some bones! Give those bones back! Those aren't your bones. Also, hey, we've seen this old tower before. A scroll of aged paper sits on the dusty altar top. It seems to have been discarded. Shield. Sounds nifty. Protect self. Makes sense. Perhaps I should cast a purple flavored shield. Because I think purple beats everything. Oh, hey, buddy. I'm not Charlemagne. So, had we not acquired the sword that he is currently wielding, we would be unable to get it as Paul here. Alright, this crossbow is clearly meant for just shoot once and hope that whatever you were shooting is done for. Oh, nicely done, shield. Give me your sword. They just left his corpse in here for like a century. Oh. Well, we apparently had to come in here, so there's that. Now I need to find a... Oh, we got a sanity effect going on. There's a bug on the screen. It'd be a lot more visible if we were in a brighter environment, but yeah, when the lightning flashes. Oh, and now there's more of them. But now they're gone. One of the sillier sanity effects just tries to convince you there's a bug on your screen. It was a lot more believable back when screens were smaller. On a 55-inch screen, it is, the bugs are a little bit too big to be believable. A sheet of music lies upon the bookshelf. One wonders what it sounds like. Ah, yes, in the common musical notation of A, B, X, and Y. Lying on an abandoned easel is a sheet of tattered paper covered with scrawls of ink. The Diary of Brother Andrew, page 2. We haven't found page 1. I suppose it is understandable that they will not show me the hand of Jude on such little notice, but I must confess that the preparations they make are most unusual. No acts of consecration, no daily prayer or worship are demonstrated by this strange order. One wonders if they are holy at all, let alone being under the auspices of the Grand Inquisition. Perhaps it is my naivete of our faith. There are many practices associated with it, and they differ greatly from region to region. Perhaps Amiens is merely more eccentric than others. I should reload my crossbow while we are out of combat. A bewildering array of books and tomes sorted neatly onto a set of shelves, mostly books of a religious nature, awaiting scholars such as Paul to peruse their contents. Okay, so we can't open the secret path. Here's the podium that I got a key to. Figure we might as well keep ourselves defended. By means of a bellows and pump, the pipe organ is able to play deeply moving music. It has the power to inspire faith and to influence hearts beyond the control of the mind. Should Paul play the organ? Ooh. That'll let us cast spells with 5 runes. The tabernacle is almost empty. There are none of the things that should be there, such as holy water and other ritualistic items, only a circle of power lying on the lower shelf. Well, we can power up our 3-point spells with the power rune if we had it. But we don't. We are missing Pargon. And there's only one rune we don't have, and that's Pargon. Paul needs to work on his stamina. Dude cannot run for, like, any amount of time. Podium in the Cathedral Apse. The Apse... is typically at the eastern end, usually containing the altar, so that would be here. So where's the podium? Unless the podium is actually in where the old tower is? I mean, I guess it could be. That could be considered the apse. Yeah, typically semicircular with a domed ceiling. So this is... oh, that's the podium. I found the podium! Ah, that's probably journal page 1. Yep. I have finally arrived at Amiens, and my pilgrimage to see the hand of Jude draws to a close. I cannot wait to lay eyes upon the sacred relic. My journey here has been arduous, and it shall be good to relax for a while in this peaceful village. Amiens is full of good people, strong in their faith and their role in our world. If the blight of witchcraft is present in this world, then I doubt it is in Amiens. There's a massive granite vault carved with hideous bas-reliefs. Scratch marks running along the floor make it appear that the crypt has been moved many times. Well, let's put some gems in this here thingy. Oh, gee, it's moved again. Look at this guy one-handing a bastard sword. Quite effectively, I might add, despite his definite lack of training. Why, that appears to be our final rune. That bust is looking at us. Also, the ceiling's bleeding. So many ceilings need medical treatment in this game. Look at that. We've got 2 flavors of horror. Who's gonna win? Red or green? It's red, because red beats green. So I think this is our first red horror. Well, that didn't help much. I have died. I wonder where that puts us. I haven't died before. Where can I continue from? Paul has perished at the hands of the eternal darkness. With no one to stop their diabolical plans, humanity will surely be annihilated. Well, sucks to be humanity. Oh, back to the title screen? Oh, no. When was my last save? I think it was in this chapter. It was not quite in this chapter. Okay, we get to redo some things. Good ol' games from the 2000s. Right, I needed to go dispel magic on the thingy. More modern games would absolutely have an option to continue. Okay, spell list, dispel magic, cast. Let's try purple, see if that beats green. I think it does. It does. Yeah, purple beats everything. And cutscenes are unskippable in this game, it seems. So we get to watch it. Hooray! That just makes it even worse that they kick you out to the title screen if you fail.
Is to guard the artifact before you. Let no one touch
it. Okay, now to read the chapter and see the unskippable cutscene again.
Paranoia and
boy, I love unskippable cutscenes in games that kick you out to the title screen if you get a game over at any point.
Extended far beyond mortal knowledge, corrupting all that could be corrupted. My researches uncovered an interesting incident. A Franciscan monk named Paul Luther was traveling through the region of Amiens during the witch hunts of the Inquisition. Now, under martial law, the Inquisition prevented anyone from leaving the town and its nearby cathedral, for everyone was suspect.
Man, I wish there was a skip cutscene
cathedral,
button.
Brother Luther. I'm glad that our sacred order can bestow hospitality on our Franciscan brethren.
I shall not impose, Excellency. I merely request lodging and a viewing of the sacred relic, the Hand of Jude.
Many have traveled far, and even risked their lives for a glimpse of the hallowed relic's true splendor. Of course, it would be wise to keep quiet during your stay. The Inquisition is here for a reason, brother. We seek to purge the deviancy from this town.
I am sure that will not be a problem. Amiens appears to be a peaceful hamlet.
It appears to be, but deviancy is secreted in the most deceptive places, which I believe is the case with Amiens.
Then I wish you luck in your search.
The Inquisition does not need luck, Brother Luther. Faith and purity are our guides.
Okay. Back in control. Oh no, there's been a murder, and it was definitely somebody.
For the love
What
of God!
did it?
God! Help! Come quickly! A murder! A murder most foul! What heresy is this?
I found him lying here, dead. I called the guards.
Ah. Is this our first suspect? Make sure no one touches the body. It must be examined for signs of devilry. As for this man,
I hate signs of devilry.
We will question him later.
But
hold your tongue, Franciscan, or it might bring my wrath upon thee. Who is to say that you did not commit this murder? If you trust in the Almighty, and you are indeed innocent, then you will have nothing to fear.
Man, look at all this nothing I'm fearing. Other than the horrors in the basement. They're apparently quite lethal. So next time I go in the basement, I make sure to have my shield spell up. That's what I do.
Are you here to pass sentence on me?
No, I'm here to free you. You are in incredible danger. This cathedral used to be a place of peace. Now many strange things happen here. I don't want you to end up like the others.
What do you mean?
The body you found was Brother Andrew, and he was killed to protect a secret. We can't talk about it here. Find me in the bell tower later, and I shall aid thee further.
Why are you releasing me?
I don't want to see another innocent die like your Franciscan brethren. I have seen Brother Andrew make numerous entries into his journal. This may contain the answers to the cathedral's dark secrets.
What can I do?
If I were you, I'd run.
They will surely hunt me if I run. This has to stop.
Then be it on your own head, Luther. Find Brother Andrew's journals if you can. He spent time in the old tower investigating. I believe I can find the key to the old tower in one of my stores. Later, come find me in the bell tower, and I will give it to you. Be swift. We can't evade them forever.
Alright, time to be swift. And back to the book dimension. Hey look, it's a book. Oh no, it is a zombie. I don't have to There's not much reason not to. And who knows, maybe I do have to fight it so the custodian can get here safely. Time to give that bell a ring. And watch another unskippable cutscene.
Ah, Brother Luther, not a moment too soon. As you have noticed, dread things inhabit this place. Shambling corpses, and worse.
There is darkness at work here, in the midst of the Inquisition.
I suspect it is worse than that, but I have no proof. Brother Andrew knew this also.
If I'm not mistaken,
Price for it.
Why are you telling me this?
Perhaps
Paul
you
Luther
can
here might
finish
also
off
be
with
played
Andrew
by
Stache.
Paul Lighting.
Take this key. It unlocks the old tower. It has been sealed off since the
Not
Inquisition
doing
arrived.
his usual forceful
I intend
voice.
to uncover the truth behind this.
If you manage to uncover the source
But it sounds
of
kinda like him.
darkness, return here, and I will do everything I can to help. Till then, brother, may your faith protect you.
Okay, so we know where to grab a few things. Luther can't even run all the way to this door without getting out of breath. Alright, so my ear was correct, and Paul Luther is Paul Lighting. Paul plays Paul. I feel like I probably left some crossbow bolts on tables in places. It probably doesn't matter too much. I've never once run out of ammunition for a weapon in this game. So whose diary is this again? Brother Andrew. Okay, yeah. That's the guy we were told to find diary entries from. The mace was downstairs. And right, it was in here where I first found crossbow bolts. We'll grab this mace. Because without it, we're not going to stand much of a chance against what's-his-name, who we played as before. Yeah, still going to keep the crossbow equipped. It's good for one shot. Right, bone thief, thieving some bones. Let's assign purple shield to left on the D-pad, just to have access to it. And you know what? Let's assign purple enchant item instead of the blue one. And I think we're good with that. No, that's not what I want. Now, with an enchanted mace, we probably do more damage. Oh, he's not in here yet. Oh. I'm sinking.
This can't be happening! Charlemagne.
Apparently, purple enchanted weapons growl. The shield spell, we've already got it active. Might as well enchant our sword. Upstairs we go to learn a little bit of music. Okay, we can't use this. We can only check it. So I guess the Book of Reliquaries is just lore, not an item that we need to put somewhere. Now we can do the 5-point spells again. Might as well enchant my crossbow too. And into the wine cellar. I was trying to reload, not go through the door, but... Okay. Oh, my sword's not enchanted anymore. We only have one weapon enchanted at a time. Maybe. If that's the case, I'd rather it be my sword. Why are you so weak? There's not a whole lot I can do right now, huh? Because this just gets sanity, but I guess... I guess having more sanity at least makes us slightly safer. Oh, we can't have two weapons enchanted at a time. I guess it's just they are only enchanted for a limited time. So I'm absolutely going to save before I go downstairs. Not trying to examine the thing. The examine button is the same button as the stop examining button. Oh, look at the little guy. Really? I don't have enough magic to cast a single heal with this much? How about now? There we go. Except I also want to have a shield before I go in there. So I guess we just walk around and wait for magic to recover, because it seems to actually recover more when we move versus when we hold still. Yeah, when we're holding still, we get no recovery, but when we move, it actually recovers pretty steadily. So apparently, magic is just lactic acid. man, this chapter would suck if I didn't have this sword. I am very glad that I made the effort to get it by saving that one dude in that one other chapter. Let's fully refill our health. Then let's run around for a bit to restore some magic. And now, let's do a shield. As well as enchant our sword. Reload this. Enchant it too, why not? Then drop a save for safety's sake. Did not mean to fire that. Alright, we still gotta go through here. Got this existed. Okay, so this should be the... Yep, this is where I died last time. Just keeping my shield up. That's how we stay safe. And now I don't have the energy to cast a damn thing. Nor do I have the fleetness of foot to avoid this stupid thing. And it has killed me again. Coming in here with less than full magic is not ideal. Hopefully the save takes into account my enchantments. It does. Good. So getting the sword out so that we can get rid of this one zombie. Now for the mace. Okay, got my shield back up. And we beat it this time, without too much effort. We hit it a few times with the crossbow, so I guess the crossbow is just really strong in exchange for only firing once. And let's just go ahead and save here, just so that that can't be taken from us. Oh, what's this? A locked door, okay. An effigy of a monk reclining on a sacrificial altar. A deep groove bisects its chest. The monk's face looks almost exactly like the custodian. The inscription reads, "Only when thy friend is sacrificed, when his cries fill the air, will the great doors be open to thee." Okay, so we can't just use sword. So we gotta find some key item to shove in there, which will probably be through here. Oh, we got red zombies. Pretty sure we're invulnerable during the finish him animations. This shelf appears to be recessed into the wall, not quite as flush as the others in the room. Almost as if it could slide inward. Should Paul push the shelf? Of course! There's quite a push. Arcane documents and treatments of the demonic arts. Paul daren't touch them for fear of the taint of evil. And yet he dared to touch the Book of Eternal Darkness. In the book dimension. Like, Paul, I'm sorry, but you gotta be... Okay, we're not invulnerable during the finish him animation. Good to know. Yeah, Paul, you gotta be consistent with your refusal to touch books of arcane matters. I don't know what the purple recovery spell does. Does it just restore everything? Maybe. A torn diary page has been placed on the shrine. Doesn't look torn. I mean, maybe torn from a book. The Diary of Brother Andrew, page 3. With a shudder, my heart turned to ice. I came to the brutal realization that the entire order were heretics, and that I was in incredible jeopardy. Who knows how long they had kept their dark secret, masquerading as custodians of the hand of Jude, when in fact they guarded a damnable relic, the essence of the unholy Chaturga, and used it to lure potential victims to their hideous sacrifice. I felt sick, and despite my faith, I felt intense fear and hopelessness. I know that I must escape this place before they suspect my knowledge. I must warn the world and notify the real Inquisition of their presence. Knowing death is just around the corner and fearing every moment, I commit these words to paper. Augustine will find this book. I will remove certain pages and hide them so that all who may follow might discover the truth before it is too late. Okay. Oh, and look, it's the thing that tells us what Pargon is. So yeah, we can now power up spells. So, I can now, for example, assign... Oh, I guess we gotta still make the higher level versions. Protect. Self. Paragon, Paragon. And let's absorb self power. And let's project item power. And yeah, I could do it for the other ones, but I think those are the three that really matter right now. So now let's assign Mantarok shield to left, which apparently unassigned up? Why? And let's assign Mantarok enchant to down. And you know what? Let's just cast a 5-point Mantarok recovery. Okay, yeah, looks like that recovers everything, at least a little. I don't need that. We're going to assign 5-point red recover to Y. Okay, we already got shield and enchant item. What was the last thing that I had? Oh, it was recover sanity. Yeah, I don't need that. So, coming in here got us the diary entry and the stone that told us what Paragon was called. Is that it? Looks like that's it. Thought we would have found a key item used for stabbing. As further proof of the heresy within this dark cathedral, a table bears arcane documents. Diagrams and sigils pertaining to demonic craft are scattered across the recently used table. So we gotta stab friendo here. But my one stabbing instrument does not allow me to use. Was I supposed to find a different stabbing instrument somewhere? Because I kind of don't want to go back at this point. Like in the past, there's been a use option for our bladed weapons. But here we ain't got no such button. So I guess, go back. Really, where else would I have found a stabbing implement? A sacrificial dagger of some sort. You know what? I'm gonna look it up. in my memory of this game that I have definitely played in the last 20 years. Okay, so go down here and then oh, we actually do need to go all the way back. Because we were collecting evidence for the custodian this whole time. That's what we were doing. And that diary page 3 is the evidence we needed to give him. So back to the bell tower. Luther, you really gotta work on your cardio. I feel like these should be something other than just purely for looking at.
Brother Andrew suspected Augustine all along. I managed to find remnants of his journal, and it all points to Augustine's involvement with a paganistic cult operating inside the cathedral.
Aye, the cathedral's dark secret has been uncovered. I too suspected this, but was too afraid to act. Augustine himself is a heretic.
He has covered his tracks well, claiming that the sacred relic, the Hand of Jude, was stored here. He had those who came to see it murdered. The Hand of Jude never existed.
And with that realization, the trap closes, brother. My days here are numbered, and I awoke to find this cruel dagger placed upon my pillow this morn. It can only mean one thing. I know too much, and they are moving to silence me. I can only hope that what little faith I have left is enough to save my soul. Please, take this thing away from me. Its very sight troubles me to no end. May your faith protect thee, Brother Luther, for that's all you have.
Alright, don't you worry, buddy. I'm just gonna go put this into a statue made to look exactly like you. Uh-oh. Hang on. Can he be saved? Nope, he's just gone. Also, if they're saying you know too much and we're going to silence you, why would you wake up to find a dagger on your pillow instead of, say, waking up to find a dagger in your throat or not waking up at all? Just seems a little unlikely that you would wake up to find a dagger. Like, if they want to silence you, there's no need for them to send a message saying, we're gonna silence you, when it would be just as easy to actually do the silencing. Just saying. I'm not going to the Trapper Dimension. Alright, now to put this sacrificial knife into a statue of our dear friend. He's fine, I'm sure. Though I must say, that is not the door I expected to unlock. Do I need to... The monk in the effigy has been sacrificed. A dagger protrudes from a deep groove within his chest. The echoes of his screams still reverberate in Paul's ears. Yeah, I expected... you know, this to be the door that unlocked. Not for a door to be revealed. Okay, that's some magic to dispel. Dispel magic, and I probably got to do it 5 points, so actually, new spell, purple flavor. Dispel area. Power. Actually, you know what? Our spells. There's one spell that we can actually do with the Mantarok rune that cannot be done via other means. And I don't know what it is, but we might figure it out. So, Mantarok. There's a spell that makes you invisible. Maybe it's Dispel Self? Nope. Maybe it's the Protect Self, and instead of making... or no, Protect Self is the shield spell. We've been using that. Damage Field, maybe? Damage Field was Protect Area? What happens if we cast Damage Field 5 Mantarok? Okay, it makes a field that enemies can't go in. I guess that makes sense. Reveal Invisible Mantarok flavor? We've cast that before, and it just actually revealed invisible, but... oh no, it makes me invisible. Okay, that is the one. Because while we're invisible, enemies, well, they can't see us. Surprise. Uh-oh. Lying in a pool of his own blood is the Custodian, Paul's only ally in his fight against the darkness. His soul no doubt lingers, fused to the altar on which his life has been taken, watching over his own rapidly cooling corpse. Feeling all hope escape him, Paul's situation is suddenly 1,000 times more desperate than before. Now he is alone, alone against the darkness.
You are a clever man, Brother Luther.
Wanting answers to clarify your new position as fugitive, you seek them out, and this is what you find. Tell me, what does a man such as yourself think of when he finds a viper's nest of heresy? when he finds the very source of corruption.
I think of irony. Irony of what you, masquerading as a member of the Inquisition, stand for. And that you stand for evil.
Evil is merely a perspective which no longer concerns me, Luther. You will be executed in the most painful manner imaginable. After we have broken your frail body and mind in the name of our true Lord, Zelatoth. Come, my children. Feast on this morsel, and let us return to our preparations.
You know, Luther, you got a big sword. You could have just cut his head clean off. But instead, your bones are gonna get thieved. They don't even see me. And this is the power of the Mantarok rune. You turn invisible and enemies just won't even acknowledge you, even as you hit them. This door is decorated more than most within the catacombs. Sensing an immense evil behind this door, Paul wonders if the ceremony the monk had mentioned earlier is taking place behind it. Should Paul enter and put an end to the heresy? Not without saving first. There's a sneak button? Oh, that would have been nice to know when trying to sneak past trappers. So, if we... What is it? Absorb area for Dispel Invisible? Yeah. So if we cast a 5-point reveal invisible to turn invisible, I believe that just makes it last a lot longer. So this should be about the safest we can be going into here. Oh, we've seen this place. Behold, a problem.
This is the one that seeks to do combat with me.
Your task, my liege and greater guardian, is to guard this place. Do not worry about this worm. His kind yelps in terror at the sight of your mightiness. We will dispose of him ourselves.
Well,
If
sucks to
I
be
am to guard this place, then I will do it as I see fit. Be gone, leave me, and I will guard this artifact as you have instructed.
Quite the unceremonious end for poor Paul. Oh, we got a note from Edward. My dearest Alex, I am glad that you have followed my paper trail thus far. I knew I could depend on you. This will be the hardest part of your journey. Look for the 88 keys to continue your journey into the past. Your loving grandfather, Edward. So 88 keys, that's a piano. If memory serves, there's a piano right through here. Memory didn't serve. Not quite. Is that a rat? Take that, rat. Yes, this is where the piano lives. Oh, hello, sir. You weren't here before. You doing okay? Yeah, he's doing fine. Seeing the piano stirred up distant recollections of Paul Luther's story in Alex's mind. The echoes of those notes within the cathedral echo also within her own consciousness. Her hands are drawn to the keys, almost of their own accord. Should Alex play the piano? Chapter page is hidden inside the piano. Should Alex retrieve the chapter page? Yeah. The Forbidden City.
Who are you?
I am your lord and conqueror.
What manner of forsaken being are you?
So, you can see me in my true form. You are a gifted man. Take this one and use him as the foundation for the pillar. He is special and should be given a special place among the suffering.
Well then, as special as that may be, it's time for us to call this a stream. So, thanks for dropping by to watch and chat and all of that, and I will be back on Thursday for more Eternal Darkness. See you then, friends.
Still